Hello everyone, we are here in Sao Paulo, Brazil with the Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Lisa Cummins, and we are today at the beautiful Tivoli Hotel. We were just doing our first round of media interviews for our WTM Brazil event. This is a great opportunity for us to start promoting our new and renowned flight with Copa Airlines, returning on June 15th. So, Minister, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Melanie.
Thank you. I wanted to ask you, how do you feel coming back and being in Brazil and talking about what Barbados has to offer for Brazilians?
I think this is a fantastic opportunity, and obviously while we're here in Brazil, this is about the entire Latin American market. And in the same way that traditionally we would go to World Travel Market in London and we're promoting to the UK market, we're going to World Travel Market in other locations. Here in Brazil, we're marketing Barbados to the entire Latin American region, including Brazil, which is obviously the largest market. And that makes perfect sense because what we are doing as well is diversifying the source markets for Barbados. We typically have had a very strong dependence on our traditional source markets, and the push from the Ministry of Tourism in collaboration with all of the agencies under the ministry is to ensure that with Africa, the Middle East, and with Latin America, that they become a part of the tourism family for Barbados, and that there's a strong diversification push. And so we're here this year to make sure that as we restart tourism and we move it forward in Barbados, that we're doing so with new partners as well as our traditional partners.
How would you say after the pandemic, I know all the countries have suffered and have gone through a hard process. How have you seen that development and that coming back to tourism for the island of Barbados?
Well, there's no doubt that the last 2 years have been extraordinarily difficult for tourism-dependent countries, and one of the things that also cemented our commitment to ensuring diversification was the fact that many of our source markets had a very, very difficult time, like most countries around the world. But it also meant that we learned, I think in Barbados we have a saying, not to put all your eggs in one basket. And so we learned that you have to be able to ensure that you have visitors coming from multiple countries around the world. But what we have seen is that there has been such pent-up demand because of those 2 years that people all across the world want to travel again, and they want to do something new. And what we're also seeing is that people want to have experiences, and they want to avoid large groups and big crowds, and people in Barbados is that kind of intimate destination that allows you to have big experiences as if you're in a major cosmopolitan city, but you're also able to have it in a far more intimate setting, and you're also able to benefit from budget and luxury. And we're also here to launch in the Latin American market our summer savings campaign, which is also going to be showing the budget market as well as a luxury market on heavily discounted fares, all of our experiences, and of course promoting new airlift from Barbados, which is going to begin in June with Copa Airlines, which will be flying once more from Sao Paulo here in Brazil to Panama, and from Panama back to Barbados, and in the reverse, so you're able to have that direct lift.
This is amazing. Happy to know that we are getting connected back to Latin America. And I know today we had a really nice press conference with great media from Brazil. We've met with Forbes, with CNN, and I wanted to know, what was the sentiment of the market? How are they feeling? I know that we always say that Barbados has a lot of return visitors, and the people of Barbados is definitely what keeps people coming back. So how would you talk about that and what you spoke with the media?
Well, it's an interesting thing that you say that, because just last week we had a series of press team members from Canada, from the Canadian market in Barbados, and they were able to have all the experiences. They were there for a week at one of our prime resorts, and they heard the same thing over and over again, that it's the people, that it's the return visitor segment, that people come back to Barbados over and over and over again. They love the bank spare, they love the rum, they love the hotels, they love the experiences, but oh my goodness, they love Barbadians because Barbadians are just warm and they're friendly. And certainly as we have come out of the pandemic, people have definitely seen the importance of tourism and the importance of travel, and they've also seen how it's connected to people's lives and their livelihoods. So this has been a big deal for us. And we're hearing then from the press who we met earlier today, from Glamour and Forbes and Vanity Fair, and those who are the influencers who themselves have been to Barbados, that they too are very much looking forward to the return of things like crop over in Barbados in the summer, which is our summer festival. And certainly here we are in the land of Carnival in Brazil. And so we know Brazilians are no stranger to carnivals, but the entire Latin American region is going to hear a lot more about what Barbados has to offer for the summer, including our summer festival.
Thank you so much for your time. I did want to ask you, now that we're here at WTM Latam promoting Destination Barbados, what would you tell Latin American travelers that they will find in Barbados? How would you invite them to Barbados?
Well, I would say that Barbados is perhaps a region that has far more in common with the Latin American region than we have taken for granted. Here in Brazil, for example, and we talked about this earlier with our press, Brazil has the largest population of the African diaspora outside of the African region, and that too is a Caribbean issue. Caribbean is part of who we are in the Caribbean. It's very much part of who we are in Barbados. And as we go into the April summer season, which begins for us April all the way through August, we're going to be talking a little bit about who we are, where we've come from as a people. That will include moments, memories, experiences, secrets. That's the theme of our summer campaign, and there's something for everyone. There are amazing restaurants, the beaches are beautiful, the people are so warm and friendly. You can have the highest end experience, but you could also have a community experience in Oysters Fishing Village, where I think one of our team members described it as not just a farm to table experience, but a sea to table experience. All of those are things that are Barbadian at our core. And I'm very excited about, of course, the who we are, which is about our heritage tourism product. So we're rolling out climate initiatives in terms of our ecotourism product, our heritage tourism product, and of course Barbadians are just looking forward to welcoming people once more from all across the world, but from new markets right here in Latin America to our homeland, to be able to share what we find so special with them.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Now it's up to you to discover what makes Barbados the gem of the Caribbean Sea.